And welcome back to another top. This time it's gonna be a top reacts.
Woo!
Yeah, we're gonna react on something different.
What's the difference?
Well, stand by.
Okay.
Top Talks.
Welcome back to another top talks slash reacts.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah, because we've been reacting a lot on music videos, right?
And we are going to react to
Something different.
this will be interesting.
what kind of
So
What? I am.
this guy,
You are. That guy.
that guy, and this
This
is
In the middle.
this is your man Mario
Again.
with Rogelio and Corey again. Another top talk slash reacts episode.
Randy is in the land of Shaka.
Turtles and jellyfish.
And Masubis and
Oh man, Masubi.
oh my god. Loco Moco.
Yeah, Moko Loco.
Moco Loco.
Moko Loco.
Loco Moco.
No, Moko Loco.
Moco Loco.
Moko Loco.
I thought it was Loco Moco.
Moko Loco.
It's a burger patty with gravy. It's fantastic.
Moko Loco. So I know there's been something going on between Pakistan and India.
What's going on?
I think they're shooting at each other,
It's not good.
but they're not always like that.
We're not laughing because they're shooting at each other.
I'm laughing because they're shooting at each other.
I'll blame it on the wine.
No, I'm laughing because they're shooting at each other because
Okay,
they're
yeah.
right there.
It is what it is.
Yes. I wanna. So I've been in Korea, and I've seen the DMZ, the demilitarized zone, where they have North Korea and South Korea. And everybody's seen that video with.
Step over.
Yeah, you step
push
over.
it.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Didn't put a foot
I
in.
have some funny stories about actually that, but besides the point, I didn't know that there's something like that in Pakistan and India.
Really?
They have a border line.
What line?
Border.
What do they call it?
They call it a border line. Border between India and Pakistan.
Wow. Okay.
So this is a video recommended by your friendly neighborhood Corey.
It came up on my TikTok. What can I say? It was cool.
So and I want to see how cool it is. This is 2 years ago, so that this is during the time they don't have any war.
They were
yet.
not shooting each other August 14, 2022.
Yeah. So this is during their Independence Day 2 years ago, and see how that ceremony goes. Everybody ready?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. So this is the Pakistanis.
They have
You can tell
some
different
kind
with
of
a flag.
fans on their head.
Oh, so their national animal is the. I'm not gonna say anything, because that might be racist.
What's the fan on the head?
That's their show of force, I guess.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Oh, better than your Garrison uniform.
Oh, yes. That's a garrison uniform.
So that's the border, I guess. That's the gate.
Nice. It's
It's gated.
made in China.
Wouldn't your foot hurt by stomping too much?
That's their honor guard.
Trained professionals.
Yeah, unless they have those, osteopathic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Dr. Schultz? Boom. At least you get the handshake going over there.
Not anymore.
Why can't they just go back to doing this?
Look at that. Mr. Indian guy over there.
So the brown uniform is India.
I wonder if they're like challenging the other side. Yeah, because the other side, the other guy, he was just walking towards the game. He was stop. And if you're familiar with this situation, let us know if we're out of touch with what's going on, and you can explain a lot more better what's going on here. But it's pretty interesting how this is going on. 'Cause in Korea, you'll never see something like that.
No, totally different.
Yeah, they just stare at each other.
So these are the looks like the known as the Pakistanis.
India side's a lot more color.
Wow.
It looks like the same as the cool guy.
My elbow and shoulder would hurt by swinging my arms that much, man.
Man, look at that.
That's pretty cool, man.
It's amazing. Honor guards.
Very cool.
Oh, sorry, my bad. So, what do you guys think? That was their Independence Day.
Like we need better hats.
I still wonder what the fan is.
I was gonna say
Cool.
something inappropriate, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I can say it looks like a peacock.
Looks like a peak.
Peacock. You know how the peacock?
With the ass fans out.
Yeah, but they only peacocks only do that when they're attracting what? hey girl.
They're
Yay.
putting them on their head.
Yeah, so everybody
Wouldn't
can
they
see.
have it here?
No, his head is much more. Everybody can see it.
So they're attracting the Indians.
Yeah. Pakistanis, Indians.
They're trying to get their ladies.
Yeah,
But it was
There-
pretty.
that's a
Maybe
good point.
it.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
they're like, hey, you could have some of this.
yeah.
Do you have something about the North Koreans?
Let's check it out. Hold on.
Because that's pretty interesting to see. Well, they are at peace before.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, that's CNN though.
It's only for your protection.
Yeah,
so
that's fine,
just want to make
that's
sure you
fine.
guys are safe.
So we're going here onto the actual line to go into North
So this is
Korea,
what happens
and I
in
actually
North
have
Korea and South
to walk
Korea.
this way. We can't shoot left, we can't shoot right, we can only shoot forward. There's a lot of restrictions on our cameras, but to get here we had to go through 3 checkpoints. We passed some anti-tank explosives,
not a secret.
and now we're about to
Everybody
go
knows.
I know,
into
right?
these blue rooms and into the North Korean line.
Ooh, she's going to the North
So
Korean
the North
line.
Koreans and the South Koreans still meet in this room.
Yes, the last known visit was 2008.
Literally, these microphones on the table are what defines
No,
the line.
that's
So
South
North Korea
Korean
on this
soldier.
side, South Korea on that side. It seems so easy. It's just one step. But when you think about all of the militarization and what you go through and the barbed wire, it's certainly far from easy. This concrete slab is literally the border. We're shooting it from the northern side, 17 inches by 5
You're
inches.
shooting it from the
concrete.
northern side?
That's it. That marks the border. It's been here
She crossed the
since
border.
1953.
not a very
And
secure
now the way
border.
that they pass messages, it's pretty amazing. They don't use email. They don't actually even use a phone. There's a phone, but it rings and rings. The North Koreans don't answer it. They actually, by bullhorn,
Look at the South
communicate to
Korean
the
guy.
North Koreans. When we were inside the building, we could walk onto the North Korean side of it. But if I were to do that outside the building, to actually step over that line here,
Can we just
what would happen to
compare
me?
here?
What would happen?
Yeah, so
U.S. military sunglasses. Those are like Oakley's. And go back to that
'Cause
Korean
that's-
soldier.
That is standard issue.
The Korean soldier's way cooler. He's got those cool guy like Tom Cruise.
I think that's like something like Maui
Look at
gyms
those.
or something.
look at that guy.
Look at that.
Look at that guy.
Way more swag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And look at this soldier right here. Like,
Yeah.
Oakley. So standard issue.
Yeah.
Standard issue.
damn.
That's why is he on the border? It's
You
the
know,
Korean border.
you know he's an MP because he's wearing a vest.
And look at the North Korean guy. He's like, I don't have sunglasses.
Yeah, he doesn't have any. Doesn't have any, poor guy.
Oh
They should at
man.
least give him one of those hats from India.
Right?
Man.
Big contrast between what India and Pakistan looks like and
Yeah.
North Korea and South Korea.
Well, you know, you could say that both back then in 2022 they were getting along. So the border is secured by the military, but they do celebrate
Yeah.
in handshake.
But it's funny if you think about it. They have almost a similar situation with India, Pakistan, North Korea, and South Korea. Back in the days, there's one Korea. Back in the day, there was one India.
Yeah.
True.
That is true.
You know.
The only difference is it's not an ongoing war.
Yeah. So, well, true. Well, now it is, right?
Might
Now
be.
it is.
Now it is.
Now it is.
But Pakistan and India's differences is because of religion.
Yes.
Korea is because of
Ideology.
ideology. Yeah, communist and democracy.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, any other additional comments on the two borders?
That was really cool. I think that the Korean border should probably learn from the India-Pakistani border.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Make it a little more colorful, a little bit of levity. Why are you
Yeah.
so serious?
Have fun with it.
Yeah, why are you being so serious?
Yeah.
It's because of Kim.
I didn't see
know.
him on the border.
안녕하세요.
He won't.
When he's not looking, have fun.
You know the funny part with Kim? You know that
Which
he
Kim?
was educated here?
No, he's educated in Switzerland.
Oh, is it Switzerland?
Washington?
No.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. In
My,
Europe.
my mistake. Europe.
Europe.
Yeah. They didn't know who he was until that day that he had to go.
Yeah, when was it King Jong Il
Yeah.
died.
Yeah. And that's when he had to go home. And they're like, oh shit.
So the Swiss are not very observant. They didn't notice all the guards and the Korean
The
flag
money.
and the money and the...
Yeah. It's so funny. I wish when I visited the DMZ and part of the DMZ visit, they express how gratitude is given to the Kims. And it's so
They're like gods.
they're gods. You speak ill will to them, you're done.
You're done. Well, but it's the same thing in Thailand. You talk smack about their king, or they have every store, or I was in Thailand for a bit, and every store and every like business have a
Yeah.
picture of the king
Yeah.
of Thailand. And if you do something like point at it or disrespect it or
Yeah.
talk smack about the king,
You're done.
you're done.
But the lady boy is okay.
Of course.
Okay.
They don't talk smack about the king.
The lady boys? What is it?
Cool story. All right. When I was in Thailand,
Why am I in the middle?
this is back in early 2000, middle 2000, 2004, 2005. We had the exercise called Cobra Gold, and so I was assigned here in JBLM. We went to Thailand.
Is this something that you can say on...
Oh yeah, I can say it. I can say it. Yeah.
Getting down
Yeah,
to
it's
Black
kinda,
Ops.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty.
It's open. It's open.
It's open.
Okay.
It's open. So my so I have a battle buddy, right? And I'm not gonna tell his name. So we were supposed to check in into this hotel.
Is he still his?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
So we were checking in the hotel, and the lady that checked us out is pretty good looking, right? But me being familiar with the culture, noticed something that's
crying game.
kind of, telltale, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't pay attention, here's my, ID, here's my money, here, them in my room. And here's my roommate, by the way. So my roommate, he didn't know anything better. His first time overseas. Started flirting with the receptionist. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm going to my room. So he came in the room and he's excited, right? He was like, oh man, I got a date tonight after work. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you see that receptionist? Oh, I'm going to go out with her. Like, her? I should have told him, but I wanted to see what happens. Because I was a specialist at the time, and I was like, have him make, just give him some fun, right? Experience the world. All right, go ahead, grasshopper.
Experience the world.
No.
So long story short, the next morning when I woke up, he was sitting on his bed at the edge of the bed, and he's lumped over. He wasn't crying; he was just sad. But I knew at that time
He got worked on.
he got worked on, and I said, "You're right, man. Like, How did your date go? And he's like, let's not talk about it. I left it alone, but I knew what happened basically. When he said, let's not talk about it, I already know.
He's on the other team now.
Yeah. I mean, he I guess, he got, yeah.
Yeah.
Experienced that,
Inducted into the other team.
yeah.
Playing for the other team.
But there you have
There
it.
you have it. There you have it. Play for the other team. Experience it.
Yes.
But you can't come back to this team once you're on that team.
Oh, once you cross over, that's it.
You're there.
That's it. You are
Yeah.
marked for life.
You're on that team.
You are marked for life.
You're marked for life. You let everybody know.
If nobody knew,
If
you're
nobody
safe.
knows, you're safe.
But because I knew, and I was his roommate, and I knew what happened the morning of, sorry, guy.
Yeah. You're on the team.
Yeah, he's on the team.
So, if you go,
I'm not going. Nope.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, nope.
Have you seen some of them lady boys? Holy
Nope.
smack.
Nope. Know what you're talking about.
if nothing can come back to you,
Nope.
No, hold on.
Still nope.
Hold on.
if nothing can come back to you, would you do it?
Nope.
He's just saying that because we have a camera on.
I'll turn the camera off. I'll say nope.
Not even a curiosity, like, oh, I wonder.
There's no wondering.
But I guarantee you, he probably give the good,
I guess so.
because he has the same,
Nope.
You need to show the lady boy.
Sorry to let you down, Rod. The answer is nope.
No, we'll leave that alone.
All right.
Well, there you have, ladies and gentlemen. That's our react for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time,
Lady boy.
Lady boy.
Oh, no.
Meow. Meow.